morning, and welcome to Renaissance Unity. Today is August 6th, and it's National Friendship Sunday. So we're good at that around here. My name's Jeannie Webster. I'm your song leader today, and our terrific band is Roy King on drums, Ed Lemmers on bass, Donna Nowak on piano, and we have Freddie and Tone Latora are on the soundboard. Thanks for your work back there. Hey, we got an uprising kind of a song to start us off, so if everybody would like to stand up and join with gusto. If you're not comfortable, have gusto from your seat.
Thank you so much. Well, good morning. I am Pamela Ellison, and I'd like to welcome you to Renaissance Unity. Thank you for being with us today, those here in person and those of you online. We want each of you here this morning to know that unity is a positive, practical, progressive approach to spirituality. Our teachings are based on the teachings of Jesus and the power of prayer. But it is also true that here at Unity, we honor the universal truths of all religions, explore these universal truths, and we respect each individual's right to choose their own spiritual path. You are absolutely welcome here, whatever your spiritual path you are on. Let's affirm together our first principle. It is a universal truth of reality. So together, there is only one presence and one power in our lives and in the universe. God the good, omnipotence. Now, let's sing together our first principle.
There is only one presence and one power in our lives and in the universe. God the good, God the good, God the good, omnipotence.
And again together. We are a dynamic fellowship centered in the active spiritual practice of love, truth, gratitude, and service to others. Is there anyone here for the first time? If you'll raise your hand. Well, welcome back to the rest of you then. Thank you for being here. If you if you are online and you'd like to receive our weekly newsletter, please enter your email address into the comments section if you are joining by Facebook, and in the chat section if you are joining by YouTube, and you'll be added to our mailing list. And now, join me as we affirm together our mission statement: transforming lives through a consciousness of love. And now, in this moment of silence, just now listen and be with the words of our vision statement. Our vision is an inclusive world where minds, hearts, and hands are connected in raising the global consciousness of love. Thank you. I now invite our prayer chaplain, Noelle Walker, up to read the daily word.
Good morning. Let us move our attention to the prayer box on the table by the Christ candle. We affirm that every request will find its answer in perfect order. These prayers are sent to Unity Prayer Ministry each month, where they are then prayed over for 30 days. We are grateful, and we know that all is well. Today's daily word is faith. No matter my needs, I begin with faith. In the story of Unity, James Dillett Freeman tells a story from Unity Movement's early days. During a period of financial insufficiency, staff gathered together to pray. An associate said, "Let us pray that the money holds out." Co-founder Myrtle Fillmore countered, "Oh no, let us pray that our faith holds out." Today, I remember the importance of faith in all my endeavors. Like everyone, I will need all kinds of things during my lifetime: more money, more time, greater harmony, to name a few. Rather than pray for specific things or results, praying for the understanding and the clarity to draw upon my faith is the best place to begin. I believe in the absolute goodness of God, and I believe in myself as a spiritual being endowed with the gift of faith to direct however I choose. And from Mark 9:23, all things can be done for one who believes.
Peace is flowing like a river, flowing out for you and me, flowing out into the desert, setting all the captives free. Joy is flowing like a river, flowing out from you and me, the captives free. Love is flowing like a river, flowing out from you and me, flowing out into the desert, setting all the captives free.
So just continuing in this flow. Flow like a river. This morning's meditation. It's a meditation and just finding within that ease, that natural state that is you. So just continuing to go within. Just notice how as you began to go within, things started to just settle down. Just notice that settling down. This meditation, I'm inviting you to go beyond the thoughts and feelings of your smaller mind. Times you may still be aware of those thoughts and feelings. Still just intend that steady place within. Now with your body relaxed and your connection to God, I invite you to choose these words in your heart and soul. They feel right for you. Spirit, I am grateful you are always thinking higher thoughts of me. Spirit, I'm grateful that I can awaken and know these thoughts in my life. Spirit, I know these very thoughts that you hold of me, you hold of one another. They are our highest desire. Spirit, I know what you've seeded in me is uniquely natural for me. It's a natural state. It's a resonant state. And I know these thoughts are the ease for me. Spirit, I focus my life on what is ease for me, what is natural for me, what is resonance for me. focus my life on what feels good for me. As I settle into a willingness to live this natural life to the full. Life is ease. I live that life seated deep in my soul. I say yes, just allowing that life to flow through me, to show up here. Living that life that in the very moment, the very new moment, these ideas co-arose in both your mind and my mind, and I love them. I love living the life that is natural for me. I'm grateful that I find my Christ life as ease. This is my life of joy. Just dwell in that gratitude for a moment. Just fill this room with gratitude. Gratitude that God is always within us. It only has good for us. With the room just filled with gratitude, I invite you to just begin to make your way back into this place, into this space. We just pray all this morning in the name and through the power of the living Christ. Amen.
Next, we have a participatory song, if you'd like to join in. This song is, of course, in honor of Friendship Sunday because it's about building a house or building a church, which we're also celebrating. So the chorus is, all are welcome, all are welcome, all are welcome in this place. So please feel free to join along. Let us build a house where love can dwell and all can safely live. A place where saints and children show how hearts learn to forgive. Built of hopes and dreams and visions, rock of faith and hall of grace. Here the love of Christ shall end divisions. All are welcome, all are welcome, all are welcome in this place. That was your part. Let us build a house where prophets speak and words are strong and true, where all God's children dare to seek to dream God's reign anew. Here the heart shall stand as witness, as a symbol of God's grace. Here as one we claim the truth of Spirit. All are welcome, all are welcome, all are welcome us build a house where love is found in water, wine, and bread. A banquet hall for holy ground where peace and justice meet. Here the love of God through Spirit is revealed in time and space, as we share in love the feast that frees us. All are welcome, all are welcome, all are welcome in this place. All are welcome, all are welcome, all are welcome in this place. Very good.
Yeah, Jeannie, we get better as we go along.
I noticed.
That feel right?
Keep
we get better
practicing.
and better all the time. Yeah, let us build a house of love.
That's
Let us
right.
build a house where you just walk in and you say, wow, it feels amazing in this place. The energy is amazing. Are we doing it? Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it. It does feel wonderful to be here. I love being here. Sometimes when I'm here during the week and I just walk through this place, I go, oh, I love it. I love being here. I just love it. You know, it feels so good. Well, welcome to week 3 of our 5-week series on Unity's 5 principles. Week 1, we looked at that first principle that there's only one power and one presence, God the good. There's good in every moment. Choose the good for your life. And then we looked at week 2, principle 2, our essence is of God. Our inherent nature is good. So stand straight up and just receive that flow of good and choose the good and just let it flow, overflow in your life. Yeah. So this week is probably, I think it's probably our most, let's call it the most popular principle. I mean, it's not just within Unity, it's everywhere now. It's everywhere now. Week 3 is we are co-creators with God, creating reality through thoughts held in mind. You know, those who have been coming to Unity for a long time, you've heard this so many times, right? You've heard it so many times. But my intent this morning is to focus on creating, co-creating together with God lives that are soul for us. Lives that just have soul in it. Lives where we just, when we sink into it, we just say, oh, that's me. That's what I've come for. I'm here to show up for it. So let's focus on that this morning, on creating that. Because you see, when we settle in and we're just willing to live that life, it's not just that our thoughts and words create. What happens is you begin to amplify a resonance that puts a real charge behind your words to create the life that you desire. A life that is soul for you. You know, when Mary announced her willingness, we visited this at Christmas, but let's visit it again this morning. When she announced her willingness to show up, and she said, be it done unto me according to thy word. Shortly thereafter, she says these words, my soul does magnify the Lord. My soul does magnify the creative power. Do you hear it? Yeah. There's something about willingness that just settles us in and amplifies our words to create the life we desire. You know, in week 1 of our series, I introduced what co-founder of Unity, Charles Fillmore, said, that all thoughts are formative, but all thoughts are not creative. All thoughts are formative, but not all thoughts are creative. What he actually said is all words are formative, but not all words are creative. Some words, when we don't have that willingness and knowingness in it, they form, but they just keep reforming the same thing over. I mean, we may think things have shifted around, but the same things tend to show up again. You know, but when we just sink into our willingness to show up with what we're here for, something else happens. So words are important, and we're here to master those words. You know, I heard about this usher at a church. He hadn't quite completely grasped this understanding that his words were very important. So he's at the back of the church, and this woman walks in, and as the usher, he says, "Ma'am, where would you like to sit?" She said, "I want to sit right up front." He said, "Well," he said, "the minister's a little boring." He says, "I suggest you sit right in the back, so if you nod off a little bit, nobody even know." And she stood straight up and looked at him. She said, "Sir, do you know who I am?" He said, "No." She says, "I'm the minister's mother." And he looked right back at her and he said, "Ma'am, do you know who I am?" She said, "No." He said, "Thank God." Yeah. So our words are important. You know, perhaps the most basic teaching in unity is this whole understanding that everything that manifests comes through this idea of mind, idea, and expression. Sometimes we call it thinker, thought, action. And in unity, we further see that in God's mind, there is this ideal, this perfect pattern, this perfect idea of man and woman. And we call that the Christ. It's called many other things. Sometimes it's called the monad in philosophy, if that's not a word for you. But in unity, we teach that there really is only one true self, but that it manifests in infinite ways. And it manifests uniquely as you through a unique vibration. Resonance is naturalness, right? That's what a resonant frequency is. It's natural frequency. So that's what we're looking for, what feels good to us, what feels light to us, what feels like resonance brings heaven to earth. But what feels a little dense, a little scattered, sometimes we can mix two things together as one and we're experiencing some heaven and a lot of, you know, those things that we just don't desire. But no judgment on ourselves, as we say here each week. We learn by contrast. That's what the journey is all about, is just honing in on what that is that's unique for us and living that life. You know, you may be saying, "David, I've heard this stuff for many, many, many years." You know? But right now, I find myself a little stuck. Feels like a stuck. You're not really stuck. We're going to get to that. In fact, to be honest, it feels like life is just closing in on me a little bit. You know? You ever been there? Not much is happening. Just feels like life is closing in a little bit. You know, you might be saying, you tell me about all those happy, positive, constructive thinking. I'm kind of worn out with that. I've done that stuff. But still, it feels like life is just closing in on me and there's just no way out. I would suggest when we find our place, we find ourselves in that place, the first question we can ask ourselves, is there something I'm running away from? Is there something I'm running away from? I remember that scene in Star Wars where, Luke Walker's on a mission, and all of a sudden he finds himself, him and the team, and they're down in this trash compactor. And the walls are just coming in on him, and it seems like there's no way out. Remember that scene? Yeah. Have you heard of the story of Jonah? Jonah in the belly of the whale. It's the exact same story. This story has the answer. It has the answer. So I'd like to visit that story this morning. It has the answer for creating a shift in our life. Now, this is a 2,400-year-old mythological story. But the story goes like this. Jonah is sent on a mission from God. He's sent on a mission. He's called to do something from deep within his soul. He's sent to go to Nineveh to tell them to change their ways and save themselves. But he runs away from his call. He runs away from it. He runs away because intellectually he's thinking, it's not right that those people of Nineveh should be set free, that they should come out of this so clean, because they had been attacking his people. In fact, they were planning to overtake him. And he said, why me? Why am I being sent? But Jonah is running away from his call. When I spoke here back in 2016, 2017, after the service, several people came up to me and they were talking with me. And then Nadine Miller's mom came up to me, Ernestine. She was talking to me and she was standing really straight and she was looking right in my eyes. I said, well, she's getting ready to tell me something. She said, David, you're running. Stop running. Stop running. I'll never forget that day. I'm forever grateful for that morning when she looked right in my eyes and said, stop running. So there's Jonah, and she's running away, and he's running away, and he jumps on this ship to get away, and a great storm comes. And all the people on the boat, they're trying to figure out why God has brought this great storm. But then they find out that Jonah is running away from his mission, so they take him and they throw him overboard, right? And you know the story. He gets swallowed up by this whale, and he spends 3 days and 3 nights in the belly of the whale. Are you starting to hear something else? 3 days and 3 nights. Yeah, time to get clear. Time to get some clarity, as the Daily Word said this morning. So there's Jonah, and he's down there, and he seems like there is no way out. The walls are closing in. But you know the story. He gets out. In fact, he's vomited out. What he was expelled out. What he was rebirthed out into a new consciousness to finish his mission. And he does. And he does. He still has some work to do even after he finishes his mission, but he finishes the mission he was called to. He experienced a change in consciousness. Does all this have anything to do with unity teachings? Does it have anything to do with being willing? Does it have anything to do with the power of our words to change our life? Listen to the story. I'm going to read to you the part just before Jonah is expelled out of the whale. And as you listen to the soul in this, you're going to hear words like water and depths and deep into the sea. All that's related to going down to that place of your potential. So listen to the story. The prayer that Jonah prays. Jonah prayed to the Lord his God from inside the whale. I called to the Lord in my distress, and he answered me. I cried out for help in the belly of Sheol, and you heard my voice. You threw me into the depths, into the hearts of the sea. You threw me into the depths of my heart and soul, so I'd stop running away. And the current overcame me. All your breakers and your billows swept over me. But I said, I have been banished from your sight. Yet will I look once more towards your holy temple. Yet once more will I turn within. The waters engulfed me up to the neck. The watery depths overcame me. Seaweed wrapped around my head, and I sank to the foundation of the mountains. The earth with its prisons barred closed behind me, started to close in on me forever, just like Star Wars. But you raised me up to my life of the Lord, my God. As my life was fading away, I remembered Yahweh. I remembered the creative power of my word. I remembered it. And my prayer came to you, to your holy temple. Those who clung to worthless idols, forsake faithful love. And then here comes the part that causes the great shift in his life. Hear these words. He said, but for me, I will sacrifice to you with a voice of thanksgiving. And then he says this key line. I will fulfill what I have vowed. I will fulfill it. Salvation is from the Lord. Salvation is from living in the higher self and living that unique call that you're here to live. It's in that place. Then the Lord commanded the fish, and it vomited Jonah onto dry land. Do you see that his willingness shifted everything? It shifted everything. It amplified his words through a resonance. Charles Fillmore teaches that the difference between formative and creative words is creative words are charged. They're charged. They're absolutely charged. Let's go through that again, and let's just look at these three key points. First is he gives thanks for his current situation. He's not stuck. He's right where he needs to be to get clear. That's where he's at. And he's grateful that he has this time to get clear. The second thing he says, I'll do it. I'll stop running away, and I will do what I have vowed to do. I will show up. The third thing he says, I will do it, for I know my liberation, my salvation from limitation and from hiding out, lies and living as my resonant self. The musicians want to start to come up. I'm going to move into the very last thing in the story that the Jewish mystic sees. Now, for me, unity in its metaphysical teaching comes from Jewish mysticism. That's where it all comes from. So the Jewish mystic sees something very interesting about the word vomit. Okay? It's not really a vomit, even though it's an expulsion from a belly onto dry land, a consciousness all prepared for him, right? What the Jewish mystic sees in that word, it means that the moment of expulsion, the moment of a shift in your life, and you will have it when you claim I will do it, you'll have that shift. The moment of Jonah's expulsion and your expulsions unites your mission with a power to fulfill it. He wasn't just expelled out on a dry land. He was expelled into a consciousness that would allow for him to be in the creative power of our third principle. All through saying, I will fulfill what we agreed together. God, you and I, in the beginning, in the present moment, there's this idea, there's this mission that co-arose in both our minds together. In that moment, I will fulfill it, and while I do, my soul will magnify the creative power. Here's the thing. Your willingness, the willingness of your beingness, is a portal to the creative power to fulfill the mission of your soul. Namaste. Namaste.
We continue to celebrate Friendship Sunday. So what's wrong, my longtime friend? Something's bothering you. Tell me what your problem is, and I'll see what I can do. Now there are times we disagree, but there's more times we don't. We won't always see eye to eye, but we will more than we don't. 'Cause we got friendship, the kind that lasts a lifetime. Through any hardship, you know you're a friend of mine. Yeah, we got friendship, the kind that lasts a lifetime. Through any hardship, you know you're a friend of mine. If you're on the street, I'll take your hand. If you're hungry, I'll give you food. If it's money you need, hey, I got savings. If you're sick, I'll visit you. 'Cause I've been where you are right now, and you saw me through it all. I'll lean on you and you lean on me. I'm never gonna let you fall. 'Cause we got friendship, the kind that lasts a lifetime. Through any hardship, you know you're a friend of mine. Yeah, we got friendship, the kind that lasts a lifetime. Through any hardship, you know you're a friend of mine. I don't know about you, but I met a lot of friends right here. The kind that last a lifetime, and you know it. So we celebrate Friendship Sunday right where we belong. Talk to me, old pal of mine, if you feel you can't go on. Don't you sweat, it ain't over yet, and this bond we have is strong. Now your welfare is my concern. You weigh less than you think. I'll carry you through the sinking sand, and you'll never ever sink. 'Cause we got friendship, the kind that lasts a lifetime. Through any hardship, you know you're a friend of mine. Yeah, we got friendship, the kind that lasts a lifetime. Through any hardship, you know you're a friend of mine. Yeah, we got friendship, the kind that lasts a lifetime. Through any hardship, you know you're a friend of mine. Through any hardship, you know you're a friend of mine. Oh yeah. Thank you, band.
Hear that bass in the background? That was special. That was really special. Yeah. What a beautiful song. I mean, you just lifted this place all up. So beautiful. We're going to do it together? Yeah, do it together. You know, God doesn't call the equipped. God equips the called. All right, so you ready? You ready for more God in your life? Yeah. So if the ushers would just come forward at this time. So if you too believe in this place called Renaissance Unity, and you believe this is the place that is inspiring you, lifting you up to fulfill your mission, then just take that love offering in your hand, and together, let's just affirm together, divine love through us blesses and multiplies all that we are, all that we have, all that we give, and all that we receive. Freely I give, and freely I receive.
I am blessed. I am blessed. Every day of my life, I am blessed. When I wake up in the morning or lay my head to rest, I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. I am blessed. Every day of my life, I am blessed, 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 blessed. When I wake up in the morning or lay my head to rest, I am blessed. I am blessed.
Are we blessed by the RU band? Yeah, let's just give them some love. Yeah. So let's just express our gratitude for each gift, each giver, and all the ways that you bless Renaissance Unity. We are so, so grateful. In the name and through the power of the living Christ. Amen. Amen.
We are indeed blessed, and we would like to give thanks for Noel Walker, who is the prayer chaplain today, and we'll be glad to meet with you at the end of the service if you have a prayer need in the chapel. And as you have heard all day, today is National Friendship Day and our Birthday Sunday celebration. So we will be celebrating all of those who have a birthday in August. And if any of you brought friends or family, we hope you enjoyed the service. I don't think we had any new people with us today. Light refreshments will be served after the service from 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock. I'm looking for Sally. I saw her. Oh, there you are. Okay. So Sally Sparhawk will present a 1-hour introduction to developing a polarity management consciousness based on the work of Dr. Barry Johnson. This presentation will enable us to develop skills in resolving conflict. As noted, Sally is here, and also that the presentation will be on Zoom. So if you can't stay and you can make it home, it will be on Zoom. And what I'd like to mention here, even though Reverend David's going to call up our people for our August birthdays, right? Okay. Very good. But I'm just going to take this opportunity to say that those lovely flowers in front are from Murder Street's memorial, which was on Friday. It was an absolutely loving and lovely service. And she was a friend to many of us. And so even though she's not on this earthly plane anymore, she was truly a friend and a light here at Renaissance Unity. Marjorie, all right, Marjorie's going to tell us about the picnic. And before she does that, I'm just going to note here that Brenda Bay, and I know I saw Brenda earlier, there she is. Brenda Bay is going to be our guest speaker next Sunday. Yeah.
Good morning. How y'all doing? Okay. Do anybody remember these shirts, T-shirts? You got one? You got one? Okay, you got 2 weeks to make sure you find it, okay? August the 20th. I would like for everybody to try and wear their Unity T-shirts. It's the potluck picnic. Okay. Fellowship, yummy food, volleyball, softball, laughter, and much, much fun to eat. Much fun to eat. I mean, you know what I mean. Zoom, I'm talking to you all too, okay? I had this prepared, but right now it's just joy, friendship, joy, friendship. The annual potluck is August the 20th at 12 p.m. We would like for you to try and be on time because we want to serve you, and we want you to have time to eat the wonderful food that we're going to have, the games, the enjoyment, and friendship. I keep saying friendship. Burgers, hot dogs, and vegetarian meats will be supplied by the board and the church. But with all of you, please sign up in what favorite dish that you're going to bring. Remember, August the 20th, and dealing with the T-shirts, we will be having a raffle. Shh, don't tell the board or anybody because we're trying to see get some new ones for next year.
So is Marjorie the perfect natural light for leading the picnic. No doubt about it, right? No doubt about it. So this is Birthday Sunday. All of you that have a birthday in August, I just invite you to come forward. We just want to celebrate you this month. So I'm going to put the mic down at this end and just give us your name and your birthday date.
August 29th, and I found out that Meredith's birthday was August 27th.
Hi, good morning. Jan Kopak, August 30th.
Noel Walker, August 21st.
Elaine Slay, August 29th.
So let's just bless them together. We bless you. We appreciate you. We behold the Christ in you. Happy birthday to you. And then I think the band has got something special for him. Together, we bless you. We appreciate you. We behold the Christ in you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear loved ones. Happy birthday to you.
1, 2, 3, 4.
They say it's your birthday. It's my birthday too, yeah. They say it's your birthday. We're gonna have a good time. I'm glad it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you.
All right. Now, it is a great pleasure to invite up front our children. I see they're back there, they're waiting.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Good morning, everybody. Today we talked about forgiveness, and we did some water games to talk about forgiveness. We said, let go and let God, as we washed away frowny faces, because sometimes it's hard to forgive, but we feel better when it's done, huh? And then we played a game with squirt guns, and we took all the yucky feelings out of our hearts when we have trouble forgiving somebody, and we do it. So we squirted away those yucky feelings, huh, guys? All right. So with that said, we had 5 of us here this morning. Could the other kids that are here stand up? We had Josephine, who's a wonderful helper. She read a story to us. We had Marley, and we had Isla. So it was a great group today. Have a good week, everybody.
Thank you. That is wonderful. And so now, let us join together as we conclude our service and sing the peace song followed by the prayer of protection.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator,
prayer for protection together. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Amen. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much